So in today's video, I wanted to talk to you guys about eating ice cream and boxing. Yes, fighting and fighting off lactose intolerance, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, so last night I ate well over 1,000 calories worth of ice cream. Had these delicious ice cream, chocolate, like the peanut butter covered cone Johns, you know what I'm talking about? Where it's like you got the cone and then the ice cream top dipped in chocolate with peanuts on top. Delicious. Oh my gosh. And they've been chilling in my freezer for so long. Each one of those is about 300 something calories. And the way my diet's set up right now, I'm just like, I just don't got the space to eat those things. And last night I slipped up. I ate one. Well, I didn't actually slip up. I ate one because I wanted to. And I ate the second one because I really wanted to. And then I ate the third one because I really wanted to. But now I got no ice cream in the freezer. Typically, this type of scenario where you slip up on your diet, or you sleep in a little too late, or you put off doing the work that you know you got to do. A lot of people beat themselves up really hard about it because they got knocked down, they got off track, and then they're like, I can't recover from this, or it was such a tragedy, I got to continue to hate myself because I did that thing. But the bad thing isn't necessarily an excuse to continue to stay off track. You know, you fall off the horse, you get back up, get back on the saddle, you get off track, you recalculate. Like, I don't know if you know this, but a majority of the time that airplanes are flying in the air, they are battling against getting off track. 90% of the time, they are not on track. They are focusing on getting back on track. So they'll be online, and then it's like, oh, you know, we're off. Let's like steer back. Oh, we got to steer back. Like a very fraction of the time are they actually like on this directed path that they're meant to be on. And it's the wind, it's the different air temperature, the fluctuations in barometric pressure that like influences how this plane is staying or not staying on track. But just because it's off track most of the time doesn't mean it doesn't mean that it prevents it from getting to its I was going to say final destination, but there I go, I said it anyway. You don't want to say final destination when you're talking about airplanes, but it'll get to its final destination despite not being on its precise path all the time. So what does that have to do with boxing? Well, when you're boxing, like I think it was Mike Tyson, he's like, everyone's got a plan until they get punched in the face. Now, it doesn't necessarily, like if you're boxing, the goal is not to not get hit, you know? It's to do your best. When you get hit and you get knocked down, what do you got to do? Well, when they start counting, 1, 2, 3, like you don't have a lot of time. You have 10 seconds to get your ass up. You got 10 seconds to get your ass up or you're done. So when you get off track, when you eat 1,000 calories worth of delicious ice cream, you can't stay down. You got 10 seconds to get yourself back up. You got 10 seconds to get back on being on track. So if you are putting in the hard work, putting in the discipline, you're doing more to get closer to your goals, to your final destination than you are of not, you're going to be fine. Because if you think about it, despite a plane maybe 90% of the time not being on its exact track, what that means is 90% of the time it's focusing on staying on path. 90% of the time it is doing what it can, I guess the pilot's doing what they can to keep on track. Does that make sense? They're putting in so much effort to making sure that they're on path, and then during that 10% of whatever that they're doing fine, you know, they can coast for a little bit. And then when it gets off track, guess what they just do? They just bring it back on track. All right? Don't be beating yourself up. It's not going to, if you're knocked down, a boxer's not going to be knocked down. They're like, get back up. You're a loser. You know, they're not punching themselves. This is not a metaphor of somebody else punching them. You know, they're not, you can't beat yourself up when you're down. You got to get yourself back up when you are down. That's that whole thing. That's how boxers stay in the match. You get knocked down, you get back up. You get back up. You know, that's the whole, you got to be like that bouncy ball. The harder you get dropped and you hit that floor, the more elastic, the more flexible, the more resilient you are, the higher up you go. You know, it's like a bow. You're feeling that tension. It's getting pulled back and pulled back and pulled back, and you're like, oh, there's all this tension and this resistance. And then once it lets go, you are soaring. I don't think, no, it's more something like that. I'll do the sound effect better later. But it's not bad to be knocked down. You gotta get back up. You gotta stay in the fight. I don't know if you guys had saw the first Rocky movie, but Rocky didn't win at the end. But if you watch like the end thing and the match ends, he's celebrating. He's Adrian. He's celebrating, he's having a good time because he lasted the 14 rounds. He lasted that whole fight. For him, like, I mean, winning the fight obviously would be amazing, but he was going against Apollo Creed, and everyone was like, no, Rocky's just going to be this punching bag. He's going to get knocked out in the third round or something like that. And Apollo, like every time Rocky got back up, Apollo's face, he just was like, oh my, this guy is resilient. This guy is not stopping. And Apollo's like, oh, fudge. All right, let's do this, I guess. Like by Rocky getting up, that was hitting Apollo more and more on the inside than anything Rocky could have done on the outside to hit him. So every time you get knocked down, you get back up. You get that ass back. You slip up a little bit. Oh, you had a little bit of extra calories. Well, guess what? I guess that was like a little bit of a bulking day. Oh, look, my abs. I can't really see them that clearly, but it's all right. All those calories, where are they going to go to? Oh, build those muscles. Oh, I can't flex. My back's a little tight, a little tender right now from workout. But, turn those negatives into a positive. Be that bouncy ball. You get hit hard on the ground. You bounce up higher. Be resilient. Everyone's got a plan until they get punched in the face. And when you face that challenge and opportunity, good. I love that from Jocko. Get back up. You got 10 seconds. All right, peace.